Hey y'all, we got Jersey, episode 1, season 1, episode 1, excuse me. Thicker than water. Okay, I think Jersey was the fourth Housewife franchise. I know we had OC, I think then New York, and then I think Atlanta. Maybe, or it could have been Atlanta, New York, and then Jersey. But I remember Jersey, and I could be wrong about the order. Of course, we know OC is first. Um, But anyway, I could look it up, but I didn't want to. So we start off with this season on, and spoiler alert, they show the table flip in the preview. Of course, they don't show all the shit that leads up to it, right? We get our taglines. Dina, if you think I'm a bitch, bring it on. Teresa, people make fun of Jersey girls, but I think they're just jealous. Caroline, you messing with my family, you're messing with me. Jacqueline, everyone likes to have nice things, but I'm not one to brag about it. And Danielle, you're either going to love me or hate me. There is no in between with me. Anyway, so you can see right from the start that they're pushing Dina kind of as the star, and Danielle is the villain or foil, which she totally is. Like Danielle is batshit fucking crazy. Um, but then we get the flip heard around the world that also launches the franchise and just kind of into the stratosphere. So after the taglines, they're off. We start with Teresa. She instantly ages Caroline by calling her the mom of the group. And I was like, damn, shady from the start. And totally fine. I mean, she immediately starts talking about a boob job, which of course she does later in the season. That kind of establishes, hey, that's going to be your storyline. We get her going to see Joe with the girls. Melania, my queen, are you okay, honey? Seriously, I don't know what happened with her arrest, but didn't she have court and had to answer to charges? I thought that, like in DV situations, somebody had to press charges. Does that mean whoever within her family was allegedly assaulted is pressing charges? And if that is allegedly Louis, Teresa, how you gonna stay with him? That's your kid. I don't give a fuck what she did. Sorry. Um. Anyway. Um. And also, did y'all see? I saw this on TikTok. Did y'all see? That supposedly they bought the house under an LLC, and he took her off the LLC right before they got married. So like she doesn't technically own that house now. I don't know if that's true or not. Allegedly, go on TikTok and search that shit. It was wild to me. Anyway, someone tell me. Please tell me if that's true. All right, sorry. Back to the show. Teresa takes the girls to see Joe. He talks about hiding the checkbook, so we establish that she spends a lot of money. And of course, the whole season is dedicated to how much money she's spending, and the irony is that she ain't got it like that. But anyway, she's building a new house. Also, she goes on about how hot, and I think that's where we first get the term Juicy Joe. I, she talks about how she skeeves in another person's used house. I skeeve at Juicy Joe. Anyway, and she goes furniture shopping with Jacqueline, and it appears that she pays 100 grand in cash for her furniture, but 100 grand in cash would have been way more bills than that, because she would have had 10. If she had it all in hundreds, she would have had 10 stacks, 10 bands. So that wasn't it. I think it was a deposit, because later on in the season she tells Joe to pay the furniture people. So anyway, but I think that was a little misleading, a little editing trickery. Anyway, now we meet Dina. I love her. I love her. I love Dina. We get her house hunting with Caroline, and watching these episodes now, knowing that they don't speak, is fucking crazy. We find out that Dina and Caroline, who are sisters, are also married to brothers. We get her with her daughter, who Bethany Frankel recently, fucked over. So what's up with that? Um, and do they have some moments that haven't aged well? Yeah, true. But later on, when I talk about House of Stassi, you'll get that but I guess I have that luxury. But anyway, but I'm still obsessed with them both. I think they're fabulous, and people can change and grow. Then we get Caroline and her brood, and Caroline's kind of given Butch from the jump. You know what I mean? I must admit that back in the day, I loved her. I wanted to be just like her. I am in a very different place in my life, and I'm sure, and many things have come to light. Um, so I'm not a big Caroline fan. It's hard to find somebody that I'm totally down with on the show, honestly. But Dina, I love Dina. Especially how she treats Lauren. I don't fuck with the way she treats Lauren. Anyway, but that being said, I am obsessed with the Manzo children. Of course, that's an excellent business model. Strip car washes, come on. Anyway, then we get into Jacqueline, who's kind of into, I think, her new status, and my husband, I cannot stand this woman. The way she is constantly throwing it in her daughter's face. I gave up this for you. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. No kid needs to hear that. Um, and then we get Danielle. And like from the jump, they establish her as the vamp. They give her like the burlesque boom chicka music and everything. And show her bebopping around. She's very proud of her body and it's magnificent. Oh, if only. But dude, calm down. Like there are other things to like. But anyway, um, and but they establish her as the vamp and the villain right off the rip. She wants to be a kept woman, but's getting down with younger men and stuff. And I ain't saying she a gold digger, but we established the season's conflict. Jacqueline likes Danielle, Dina and Caroline do not fuck with her, and Teresa keeps herself kind of neutral in the beginning, and then of course as things unfold. Manzo kids. Albie's graduating from college and is going to law school. We get Lexi and Dina playing tennis. We get Teresa being a stage mom. Fucking poor Gia. um, then we get Danielle getting ready to meet a date she met online and was having phone sex with. Gucci model. Now, I was watching this with my roommate. We were rewatching it together. And I asked her, and I think she might agree with me, that do y'all think she made that whole thing up? Because that whole thing she told the producers, oh, yeah, I'm going to meet this day, knowing the whole time he wasn't going to show up. And I think like somebody got wind of it, and that's why they sent Jacqueline and Teresa there to spy on. That whole thing seems set up. But I wonder if the producers knew from the jump he wasn't coming. Probably. Anyway, the whole thing set up. Anyway, Dina has planned. Anyway, so the conflict, this shit about Cipriani's. So Dina has planned a girls' night out. She's getting ready at the salon, and Jacqueline's going to meet her there, I think. And Danielle ambushes Jacqueline in front of the salon. I'm assuming sent there by producers. Certainly not of her own volition. Surely not, because that's cuckoo behavior. Um, and she's pissed off that she's not invited to Cipriani's. Is that where Aviva threw her leg? Or was that LeCirque? Y'all tell me, please tell me. LeCirque or Cipriani's, where Aviva threw her leg. Anyway, um, and that's pretty much the end. And then you get this season, and this is thankfully kind of a short season, so hopefully I can get you some more. Y'all keep checking back here for episode 2 and other content about what I'm obsessing with, and hopefully I'll get more than one a year out. I'll see y'all soon. Take care of y'all.